Hi, guys. Welcome to the energy update for the weekend of March 2nd, Saturday, March 2nd, and Sunday, March 3rd. Friday, today, as we're doing this reading, feels so much better than earlier this week. It's like March 1st came and all the lucky energy showed up, and everything feels really, really good. And I actually think that this really good feeling energy is also going to spill into the weekend. I mean, the Sagittarius moon is always really busy. I am a Sagittarius moon natal, Sagittarius moon. So this weekend is my lunar return on Saturday morning, actually, is my lunar return. And when everybody has a lunar return every month, the moon comes back to that same degree of when you were born. So we have a lunar return every month. And with that lunar return every month, you can see what kind of themes you're working on emotionally and with your own physical body. And, the things that you need to do for self-care and the things that you need to do to nurture yourself that month, depending on where the moon falls with your lunar return. So something that you can think about is that lunar return and what that would look like for you. So we wake up on Saturday morning, we will see after the moon had a trine to Neptune overnight while we were sleeping, and then the moon ingress to Sagittarius Saturday morning. And we will see the moon sextile Pluto, and then we'll kind of just float and not really connect with anything until way later in the evening when there is a square to Saturn, overnight square to Saturn. You can also see on Saturday, we are lining up to have Venus square Uranus. This is going to happen exact on Sunday. So Venus square Uranus in Taurus at 19 degrees. This is really giving us kind of a boost of energy. Be really careful about spending too much money. Everybody's a little restless when we have squares to Uranus, when we have any of the personal planet transit squares to Uranus. And we're really seeing that this weekend, that restlessness. We're seeing that itch to change. We're seeing that desire for that shift to happen in our lives and for new things to come on. And you may even find that there are new and exciting adventures that are sort of showing up for you. The Venus square to Uranus, and then just, in about a week, we're going to see a Mars square to Uranus. The Venus square is not as volatile as the Mars square, because with the Venus square, it's much easier for us to contain our emotions if we can learn how to contain our emotions, especially because they're in fixed signs, right? But with Mars, it's not so easy to contain that anger and that aggression. So, we're starting to see that square begin with Mars to Uranus. So this next week, Mars will be square Uranus exact on Saturday. So a week from this weekend. So this whole next week, we're going to things will be a little fast paced, kind of picking up the pace. The things that you're doing this week and the things that you're sort of taking action on and making things happen this weekend and this coming week are setting up for moments in your future, changes in your future. This is sort of like a catalyst kind of week for things to happen like that. So we see Saturday, the moon overnight will form a square to Saturn as we're waking up. The moon is really, really busy on Sunday. I'm like, I hope I get all of these transits. I don't even think I did. As we're waking up on Sunday, we'll see the moon will square the sun in Pisces at 13 degrees. We'll see the moon sextile Mars at 14 degrees. We will see the moon square Mercury at 17 degrees. we will see the moon trine the north node at 16 degrees and sextile the south node at 16 degrees. And we'll also see a trine to Chiron at 17 degrees. See, all like the moon is so busy on Sunday. The Sagittarius moon is really busy. And there's also that sextile to Venus later on. There's a lot going on. And in the middle of all of that, we have the Venus square to Uranus exact. And so, yeah, so busy weekend, probably a lot of energy. You may feel a little bit restless. I have a lot going on this weekend, and I'm kind of grateful that I have a pretty busy, packed weekend this weekend because the energy is going to be supporting all of that, restless energy. And so if you feel like you need things to change right now, or you feel like you're ready to have that shift in momentum in your life, this is going to be a really good weekend to kind of catalyze that and start that with the Sagittarius moon. That Sagittarius moon is always ready for expansion, let me tell you, and can shift and change very rapidly as well. So overnight, we will actually on Monday morning, we'll see a moon square to Neptune, and we will talk a little bit about that when we get there to Monday. Let's look and see what the oracle energy looks like for this weekend. Two of them. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. What did I say? That is like perfect for the energy that's happening this weekend. That really looks like the Phoenix too. And the other one is solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So when in doubt, get quiet. Let me feel into these for a moment. What I feel like for some of you, I feel like the changes that are happening in your life and the transformations that are happening right now are for you. Like this, it's not about telling social media. It's not about, like right now, that solitude card feels like now is that time for you to sort of go, let yourself go inward. The Sagittarius moon is going to be very on the moon sextile Pluto on Saturday is going to be a great time for solitude. Great time for transformation. Great time to change emotional parts of your world. If you don't, if you really want to see your life look different, this is that weekend to make things happen in an internal emotional way and in a physical outward way as well. So going within and finding that transformation, I feel like the answers are going to emerge for you this weekend. I feel like you're going to get some answers if you've got questions. I feel like this is the weekend where you get those answers. So take really good care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful first weekend of March. It already feels like spring here where we are. So really, I thrive in the energy of spring. So I'm super excited and grateful to have you guys here. Take care. Bye.